Yes.
Special guest star, Molly Collins.
There it is. We're back in business. It's good to be back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Shall we head to my favorite planet in the galaxy? The planet of good vibes. The planet of good vibes.
The planet of good vibes. The planet of good vibes.
It's time!
All right.
I love humanity. I think it's great.
It's all good, man. I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The Hamm Planet Podcast.
We are blasting off into the galaxy of good vibes in approximately 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top of the morning, folks. Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hamm Planet Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Hamm, and if you're new to the show, happy to see you. Welcome back. Welcome home. If you're a first-time listener, I'll let you know we're about 3 things here at the Hamm Planet Podcast. Good vibes, great people, and glorious stories. Simple as 1, 2, 3. So if you like that, respect that, or you yourself are a good viber, please make sure to subscribe, stick around. We'd love to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a phenomenal show on the horizon tonight, and it is a distinguished honor to introduce fellow human from Mansfield, Texas, proud Arkansas Razorback graduate, fellow COVID survivor, fellow Twitter Files FBI investigator. Ladies and gentlemen, she's one of a kind. Let's give it up for the one and only Miss Molly Collins.
Happy to be here.
We are happy to have you. How you feeling?
Feeling a little jittery and nervous.
A little jittery and nervous.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know,
You've insured me.
just smooth vibes. You know, the word to say to relax the body. I know there's a lot, but one of the main ones is goose faba.
I thought you were going to say namaste.
Namaste is another good one.
What does goose faba mean?
It ain't goose faba. That fucks the whole thing up. It's goose faba. I don't know what it means, but
Where'd you hear it?
it's from a famous movie, Anger Management, with Jack Nichols.
Unfamiliar.
You know do you know who that is?
No.
You've known.
Actually, probably.
He's,
If you showed me a picture or
Johnny
something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From The
He's
Shining.
in a lot of shit. Yeah. He's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's a beauty. He's a good guy.
What character does he play in The Shining? I've never
It's-
seen that movie either.
I have only seen part of it. I'm not a scary movie guy, so I didn't watch it all. I left early. Kind of embarrassing, but
Left early from where?
he's
The
like a killer.
theaters? Isn't it from...
You know, friend movie get together,
Mm.
little shindig with the boys. Scary movie goes on, Peter goes out. Anyways, enough about the goose faba and your phrase namaste. I love both of them, but Molly, pleasure and honor to have you here. We've been working on this for a while. We made it happen.
We sure did.
Cha-ching. Love to see it. Let's rewind the clocks to get us started to good old Mansfield,
Yes.
which is how we know each other. It's at the root of why we know each other, because we both grew up in the good old famous Texas town of Mansfield, Texas, known worldwide as one of the best towns.
I'm pretty sure at one point it was voted like best place to raise a family.
Wouldn't doubt it. It's a legendary place. It probably is. It is good to raise a family, being fully honest. But Molly, when were you born, and how long did you live in Mansfield after that day of birth?
June 18th, 1997. Lived in Mansfield my entire life, except for when I went away to college in Arkansas.
Arkansas, a lot different from Texas, but not too different.
Pretty different.
Pretty different. Okay, so I do want to get to Arkansas, but when we grew up in Mansfield, what elementary school did you go to? Because I went to Jail Boren.
I went to D.P. Morris for kindergarten, and then 1st through 4th, I went to Roberta Tips.
Oh, you were a Roberta Tipser.
Yeah, when they first started.
I remember it was fancy.
It was fancy.
When it came out, Roberta Tips was like,
I mean,
that's a nice elementary school.
It was just new.
Yeah. My good friend Zachary Crabtree went there too. And we also had,
last name.
You know him. He's super close with me and Hunter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Used to have football practice too at Roberta Tips behind the school.
Oh, for Pee Wee?
For Pee Wee. Just like smashing, like some of the hardest football practices I had in my life were behind Roberta Tips.
For Pee Wee?
For Pee Wee.
How old is Pee Wee?
Well, we started doing full tackle, full pads and everything 2nd grade.
Wow.
Honestly, pretty not. Like, I remember being like, ow, this shit hurts.
Did you play football in high school?
I did all the way up until my freshman year, so not long.
Do you think you ever got a concussion?
Oh, yeah, I played rugby for 15 years.
Oh my God, rugby.
That's what
just
I play.
Like brutalizing people.
Some would call it that. It's definitely a sport for the warrior mentality.
It's kind of barbaric.
I think it's barbaric in a sense.
I think football is
also,
too. I think football and rugby is like a Roman Coliseum.
Right. It's absolutely not safe. Like, there's a lot of dangerous things that can happen. As we saw this week, I mean, did you see that guy?
Yeah.
Sending our prayers and love and everything to Buffalo Bills great safety who got...
What exactly happened?
He actually went into cardiac arrest, which was...
like after getting hit really hard?
Right. Which cardiac arrest is not something that is...
Common.
Rarely happens in football. Rarely happens in rugby. Rarely happens in most contact sports. But it's kind of a crazy thing. I've learned a lot about it these past few days for obvious reasons. But what happened was there's like when your heart beats, it goes like dun dun dun, and it has like a little thing. You have to like get hit in the chest, the heart, extremely hard during that like 0.1 millisecond. Yeah, so it was like
what 0.1 millisecond?
When the heart is doing like that little bounce after your heart beats.
Oh.
Yeah, but like hard, and there's other circumstances that can make it occur, but
like for physical contact.
Right. It's usually doesn't happen in football. You get concussions a lot in football, which are shit. They're not good. They're definitely taken care of a lot more than they were when I was playing, or still do play rugby. But
I played soccer and I had 3.5 concussions.
Really?
Yeah.
In soccer?
I mean, 3.5 is so silly.
Playing soccer in Mansfield.
Yeah.
3.5. That ain't silly.
No, like 3.5. Like it was 4, but it was three really bad ones and then one really small one.
Oh, okay. That's what a half is.
Yeah.
Just kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like black out or anything.
Was
so
this
I guess
with Mansfield High?
Well, I also played club.
Go Tigers and go
Sting.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
They were about to make a movie. Matthew McConaughey was about to make a movie about...
Bring Matthew in. Matthew would love Mansfield.
Matthew McConaughey would love Mansfield.
Matthew, we're telling you right now, brother. Get the movie made with the Sting.
Yeah. I should audition.
And we'll get you in the podcast studio too.
Yeah.
You could audition.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Come on.
That'd be just like a fucking rocket ship if McConaughey. He really doesn't do podcasts.
He's got such a smooth voice. He should.
He's all right.
It's just like such a smooth, like.
Love McConaughey.
Yeah.
He's got a good voice.
He's clean and he's sexy, and
sexy.
he's got a really like milky voice.
Milky. Milky voice.
Yeah.
What does a milky voice consist of, Miss Molly Collins?
Matthew McConaughey's.
He's only milky voice man.
I mean, it's just the perfect example. It's like, or like, you know, like, what's that Chris Stapleton song? Like, it's as smooth as like Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, see, that makes sense.
It's like a very.
It is. I mean, that's why he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both love Matthew McConaughey, and we both hope he comes to Mansfield. Molly, so we were a Mansfield Tiger. Mm-hmm. Go Tigers. Mm-hmm. You became best friends with my beautiful, lovely, sweet, innocent, little baby cousin, Alexa Graham. And she's been a good friend for you from what I've observed. How did y'all in fact meet?
Alexa Graham met when we were in 6th grade. Alexa Graham and I met when we were in 6th grade.
6th grade, so y'all go back.
Yeah,
Alexa,
we go way, way back.
Alexa, for the record, is kind of like my little baby sister. Always have viewed her in that way. Maybe we'll see her tonight. Who knows? But
doubt it.
You never know. She's getting her lashes done.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all met in 6th grade. Is there any story behind it? Were y'all like in the same homeroom?
Actually, no. I was friends with some of her friends. And because you know how in 6th grade at Mary Orr, it's like 5A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And then 6A, B, and C. I was on
5A.
one team in 5th grade. She was on another. And then in 6th grade, we were on the same team. And I was friends with some of the girls from the year before who were also on the same team.
Love that. Yeah. I vividly remember 5A, 5B, 5C, 6A. 6B, 6C.
Yeah.
Fucking, we were little.
Hell yeah.
We were just a number, but we
Mary
took it to the
Orr,
max.
where I got sent to AC for taking an AR test for one of my best friends at the time. Okay,
so to get some, this is a good story then. To give some background, AC is in-school suspension, and it's where the bad kids go.
Or like
maybe I went there.
If you get dress coded and no one can bring you clothes.
They would if you were on a tight leash, like if you
very
a lot of
leash.
things, they'll just throw you in there. It's like a prison. But so you got in there for taking an AR. Oh, a reading test, not the tax test.
Like AR points.
Oh, okay.
For like reading a book, taking a quiz over it, and then you get points, and then each 6 weeks you have to get a certain amount of points. Wow, so
you were trying to actually help like a friend.
I honestly, like 5th grade me didn't even put 2 and 2 together that it was cheating. I honestly thought I was just helping out a friend. And then my teacher walks up behind me and goes, "Okay, Molly, that's cheating."
Damn.
And
so you were.
She didn't want to.
What friend did you do it for?
My best friend Kayla.
Does Kayla read nowadays, or did she quit reading?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her in a long time.
Okay. Probably isn't a big reader, but we'll see. I guess that means we just have to check up on her.
But that wasn't the first time I had done it. It was just the first time I got caught. Like, I was always, if I read a book, everyone I knew was getting points for that book.
You did it for the whole class?
Not the whole class, just like my besties.
Okay, that's good. Hey, love it. Teamwork.
Yeah. And honestly, I guess I did kind of know that it was wrong Because I was kind of hiding it, but until I got caught, I played kind of dumb.
You know what, Molly? That's okay. A lot of us in this life, we do shit like that, and we don't learn until we get caught. But the question is, did you learn?
I
Or
did learn.
Did you keep taking them after that?
I
your
don't know.
friends?
I was kind of a goody-goody, so once I got in trouble, like, that's all it took.
That,
Speaking of Marior, those maps of the world over there, I'm pretty sure I had in all of my social studies classes.
yeah, they're pretty nice, aren't they?
Those are the ones. Those are the same ones.
Well, I love that. That's how you know they're good, right?
Yeah.
If they're fucking using them in school, it means they're capable of teaching.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 maps that have been added to the studio. If you're
Just recently
listening
added?
relatively recently. Yeah, a couple months ago.
Where'd you get them? How'd you go?
Amazon.
Really?
Fucking everything's Amazon. Everything.
They're like the pastel colored
They're
U.S. maps.
yeah. It's honestly, it's not to be a fancy woohoo decoration. It's to look at it and be like, okay, I want to go here.
Definitely, but
I'm big.
I mean,
I love map. I'm a map guy. I could look at all types of maps.
that's clean, but I would have picked a more eye-catching one. It's very nostalgic for me.
I've got some like cool looking ones, but that's got this shit on there. Highways, fucking mountain ranges.
Oh, it has elevation?
Yeah, and I can flip it around. It's pretty good. A great map. Which
It's cute.
very cute. Speaking of map,
We are scooting and booting along in the episode. More good vibes in 5, 4, 3, 2.
you grew up as a Mansfield girl, and then you traveled to a few interesting places. Some you may see on the map. You told me 3 great places, but which one stands in a class of its own?
We're talking about the 3 destinations.
Yeah. Which one is like, I'll never forget this experience, and I want to go back immediately?
Have you ever been anywhere in like Long Island, New York?
I've been to New York. I don't know if I've been to Long Island. Coney Island? No? Or is that, oh, that's a different part.
I like to go to Long Island, New York, Babylon. It's like this beautiful, sweet little quaint town. My aunt lives there. It's my favorite place in the entire world.
Is it like a big ass city?
No, it's actually like this. It's actually called Babylon Village, and it's this quaint little village, and everything you need is walking distance, and it's got this huge pond in the middle of the village that has...
So it's a naturist area.
No. I mean, it's scenic. It's got
a
swans in it.
Swans?
And it's like...
Love a good swan.
It's like, it's kind of cookie cutter, but in like a sweet way, like...
So it's called Babylon. Isn't that a biblical reference?
I mean, it's not like, probably not the origins of the Babylon Empire, if that's what you're referring to.
Maybe. I don't know, actually. I just know
I've
the
actually
name Babylon.
kind of wondered that myself, but I don't think so.
Damn. So Babylon, New York, in Long Island is a must go.
I mean,
To go
it's
see
like,
the
it's
swan.
not necessarily a destination, but if you
Go
have
ride on the
family who
big
lives
swan.
there, it's a great place.
I always love towns or villages or places that it's like, yeah, you got everything you need here.
Like
Don't need
if
to go
I were
far.
my cousins and I grew up in Babylon, I would...
They were
It's
there.
not Mansfield to us. It's like a great... I would move there if I were them. I would live there.
Damn. What do you mean it's not like, man, never want to fucking get me out?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's...
You know the drill.
Well, I left when I was 15.
Yeah, but you dabble every now and then.
Oh, well, I love Mansfield. I understand why, like, some people may feel like that. But the thing is I didn't spend my whole childhood. I didn't spend high school there, which to me has definitely made it different.
Yeah, that's true.
My love for Mansfield is still there. I still like view it as
Like, okay,
It's a
so
good-
then
it's
what's
a-
your
it's a good
perspective on
place.
Mansfield? Like, what? I guess you're
Yeah.
kind of an outsider looking in.
no, not an outsider.
Well, I mean,
But you
you
didn't
know,
go to high
for
school there.
argumentative sake.
For argumentative sake, playing devil's avocado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Mansfield. To me, Mansfield has always represented family
Yeah.
because everyone in the family is right up the corner. Hop, skip, and a jump. Boom at Grammys. Boom at Dana's. Boom at mine. So that's unique, though.
remember
Not
when
everyone
I-
has that.
Like, let's circle back. Remember when I said
Yeah.
Mansfield was voted like one of the best places to raise a family?
Right?
It's a great place to have a childhood.
1,000%.
But as a 25-year-old grown-ass woman,
Well,
it's no fun.
is it because of the bars in Mansfield are not slapping?
Well, I mean, we can always find something to do, but
BFFs? Isn't
but
that?
it's not. We're not surrounded by other like-minded individuals our age. We're surrounded by the Mansfield critters.
What do the Mansfield critters consist of?
They-
What are the categories?
The locals,
What's category 1?
the people who have a boat out on,
The boaters.
like on.
Joe Pool Lakers. What about we've got the rich white women?
The people who get the people who get dressed up to go to
Target.
BFF.
BFF.
You know,
Yes.
it's a night out.
Night on the town, local watering hole.
Yeah, it's the local watering hole.
I
And then you
always-
have like the Mansfield moms, and I guess like
Right.
they're kind of a critter, but
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't slap, critter on
Yeah.
all of them. Some of them, yes, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of diversity.
lots of diversity.
But I will say, I know, like,
I need to be careful.
you're good. Just don't chew the gum too hard.
No, I need to be careful with what I say.
Oh, okay. You didn't offend me.
You.
I'm easygoing.
Like the worst case scenario, quite frankly, is this blows up and I'm talking shit about people.
Have you had that happen with a podcast before? No. Well, there's a first for everything, so could definitely happen. Mansfield, Critters, Stingray, Matthew
Locals.
McConaughey, Locals, New York. A lot of great things covered. After Babylon, New York, your number 2 spot out of the top 3 would be
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
good old Fayetteville, right up
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Arkansas. Let's go Razorbacks, baby.
Woo pig, baby.
Home of Jerry Jones.
Home of Jerry Jones.
Do you like? Are you or does Arkansas take a lot of pride in? Hey, Jerry Jones went here. Do they have
Arkansas
any-
doesn't.
Yeah. they
I
don't?
guess the students do, which is the same as Arkansas, but like
There's no,
it's
like,
not
Jerry Jones
Arkansas's
building?
claim to fame.
Right. Is there a Jones building?
No, but he
didn't build the
he
football
donated
stadium.
a lot of money to like the fraternity that he was in.
Damn, that's it.
And he has. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm speaking on. Like, probably, but I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm not familiar.
That's okay. I know.
I know he throws a
There-
really big tailgate
I'm sure
at the
he's-
football games.
He does. He's swimming in the dough, as they would say.
Yeah, and he loves it.
So Arkansas is our number 2. What do you love about good old Arkansas, Molly? I'd love to know.
The
Is it-
people,
The people.
the hillbillies.
The good old hillbilly folk. The good folk.
It's a whole different breed of human beings.
Does some of that incest stuff happen?
Not amongst the people, not amongst my circle.
I know that's good.
But you definitely see
Definitely good.
the headlines from Arkansas are a little wilder probably, and the locals are a little.
They beat to a different drum.
Yeah, they beat to a different drum.
So what's
They're country.
What's some Arkansas country shit that you did when you were there?
Lots of mudding and
Mudding.
not that that's specific to Arkansas, but lots of just rough and rowdy.
So
Buck wild.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
No, not
Not
giddy up.
Sorry, fucking.
Just
Anna.
yeet.
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 I like it. So when you go back to the mudding, walk me through that. I've never gone mudding. Mudding to me means something else, as a matter of fact. But
Ooh, we should circle back to that.
no, it's definitely not as intriguing. It's just like a reference to shitting.
Oh, okay.
So
I think that's interesting.
it is. It's a funny term. It's used among
That's
the Canadian
what it means
community.
to you. That's
Right.
first and foremost what you first think of. I feel like even
I don't know
people
if-
I know from Mansfield think of mudding in a big old Jeep after it rains in the mud.
Right. Well, I give it to rugby. I've met all types of people from all over the world, and I get to learn their lingo.
Right.
And Canadians, French, South Africans, and especially Australians have so many different words, thousands, and I've absorbed them, and they're now a part of my vocabulary. But back to mudding.
Interesting.
We know what mudding is for me, but what is mudding to you, Miss Molly Collins?
It's just getting in a truck or a Jeep after it rains and finding a field of grass that's
Are you ramping over fucking
You're doing-
large things?
donuts. The last time I went mudding, I was on my friend's deer lease and it had just rained and I had my other friend's Jeep and we went mudding in bumpy
Yeah.
terrain.
Damn.
What do I do when I have to pee?
You just say looks like we have to oh, I think we've got a little leak actually coming out of the roof. Ladies and gents, we have to handle this leak with maybe some Flex Seal, maybe some tape, maybe something. Anyways, we are going to check this leak. We will see your beautiful faces after this good old commercial break.
And now a word from our sponsors.
It's your man, Peter Hamm, checking on in here. And today, ladies and gents, I'm going to give 3 simple things that anyone can do that helps the show tremendously. Number 1, ladies and gents. Number 1 is to simply invite your Facebook friends to like the page. All you got to do is go to Facebook, type in Hamm Planet Podcast. It'll take you to our page. You will then see a section that says invite friends. You click select all. It sends your friends a little notification. It's not too overbearing, and it invites them to like the page. This is tremendously valuable. That is number 1. Number 2, ladies and gents, is to provide a good old 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or Facebook. Thirdly, y'all, is engage. Simply feel free to share anything, feel free to comment on anything, say whatever you want. You can engage on our page via Facebook, you can engage on our Instagram. We've got Hamm Planet, and we also have at Hamm Planet Clips. And we're on TikTok. I gave in, all the kids are doing it, so now we're doing it. TikTok at Hamm Planet Clips, and of course, YouTube, Hamm Planet Podcast Clips. So, ladies and gents, that's going to wrap up the video for today. These are 3 simple actions that you can do that will help the Hamm Planet podcast tremendously. So that being said, ladies and gents, I will see your beautiful faces.
This is your host, Petey Hamm, and special guest star, Molly Collins.
There it is. We're back in business. It's good to be back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. And we are feeling... How are you feeling, Molly?
I'm feeling great.
Always love to check in on the guests after the intermission period. Feeling great. That's the greatest answer that I can greatly request. So we're gonna give a little clickety click on this operation, and Molly, do you see a blue box to the right of you?
Yes.
Can you hand me the box? Magical box. Blue magic box. Icebreaker. How are the sound effects for the ASMR crowd?
Marvelous. 10 out of 10.
That's a big... The ASMR community is big, from what I've observed.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really participate in it.
Dude, you
But
don't.
if it does come up on my For You page,
You go on the... Yeah, you're
I
right.
will
All right.
watch it.
Here's a good one. A good icebreaker. Icebreaker number 1 of the evening, Miss Molly Collins. Are we ready for the icebreaker?
Yeah.
Love it. Cue the music. What beliefs have you adopted from other people that don't serve you now?
What?
Next question.
That's a deep one, I feel like.
I wonder if you can start in a shallow end with any of these. Here we go. What part do you want to play in solving a global problem? That's a good one. I hope you have some sort of something.
What do you have to say?
Think about it this way. Is there something you want to leave an impact on Earth for the better? And what is that? How do you want to do that? Will that be easier? I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
I don't know. I feel like that's deep too. Like
Twitter files. I know you're deep in the Twitter files. Don't you? You want to leave an impact by letting the truth be known.
Well, I hope the truth becomes known, but I don't know if I know what the truth is, and I don't know if I can control that.
That's can't argue with that. Okay, so it wouldn't be that, but what impact would we want to leave? That thing's gonna keep popping up. It's okay.
Oh no, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
That I was nice to everybody.
Is that a global problem that people aren't nice?
I feel like the question transformed a little bit towards the end.
I feel like it.
But like I can't. Here's the thing: if I get political, it's like opening a can of worms.
You don't have to get political. I feel like
the Twitter files is very political, and if I get
Oh,
political,
okay.
it's like opening up a can of worms that makes me look nasty. And
whoa.
no, like
entertainment
and
purposes
also
only.
makes me look a little bit cuckoo.
Okay.
And
Well, hey,
crazy.
no problem there. There's never crazy vibes here on the Hamm Planet Podcast. It's just good vibes,
Let
great
me see the
people,
stack.
glorious stories. I'll let you. Yeah. Here, I'll give you the thickest part. We got the prosthetic.
What's at the top of your bucket list, and how will you make that happen?
Wow. Top of my bucket list. Top. So it's saying number 1.
Number 1.
Wait. Why we just okay?
I'm just sorting through them while you think of your answer.
Okay. Well, let's see. Can I get one more read of the question?
What is at the top of your bucket list, and how do you plan to make that happen?
Top of my bucket list is, if we're going just kind of like bucket list, is leave no good story left untold. That's kind of like a mission. That's kind of like a mantra.
The man on a mission.
Man on a mission. So I say that would be one, but like
genuinely, what do you like?
One more time on the question.
Like kind of like skydiving, like something like that.
Oh, I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain. You know that song?
Of course I do.
That's a banger.
It is a banger.
Shout out to my girl. I would, I'd love to climb a mountain with my dad.
Which one? Everest? Of course.
No, honestly, it wouldn't be Everest. It would be Denali.
Where's that at?
In Alaska.
Is it? How high is it? Have people died?
Thousands. It's no, I mean, look.
It's climbing a mountain. It's the
biggest mountain in North America. Like it's our mountain. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, climbing a mountain is climbing a mountain.
Right, but when it's one of these big mountains. He was there for 30 days. He's done it twice. My dad.
Your dad has?
Yeah, that's why I would go do it with him.
That's badass.
Yeah, he did it by himself like a crazy.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's Mount Everest or Mount Denali. Like they're both mountains.
They're both big old,
huge ass mountains.
Massive.
That could kill you during the journey.
Yes, would probably kill
the average person.
The average. Yep. No doubt. Okay. What's next on the menu?
In what areas of your life do you have a hard time telling the truth?
I, would come out and say being truthful is like become a therapy of mine as I become older, honestly. And there's multiple facets of life where people can always be more honest with themselves or even with others. To one degree or another, but like,
I like to embellish stories a lot.
Nothing wrong with that. Embellishing is fine. You gotta embellish. Well, it makes it a good story. And I got nothing against that, but I was gonna say tobacco use.
Yeah,
that's a hard thing that I don't wish upon any others, and I'm always like, hey, if you're not, don't. But anyways, that's, touchy subject for a lot of folk.
You have a hard time telling the truth about your tobacco usage?
To myself. Like, hey, time to, gotta get off, or,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a common struggle, I feel like, among many people.
Yeah,
and a pricey one, too.
I get embarrassed.
Puffers cost money.
I get embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
I think it's embarrassing that I do it.
But it's better than chewing tobacco. I will say that.
Yeah. It is.
That shit. Yep. Okay, next question from Miss Molly Collins.
Which historical character could you have been in a past life and why?
Gotta go King Leonidas off the bat.
Who's that?
He is
Tell me more about
mythological.
Him.
Well, some would say mythological. Some would say a great, spirited, legendary warrior. Leonidas was the king of Sparta. Have you heard of Sparta?
This helmet? But I don't know anything about it.
Do we see this helmet up front here?
Mm-hmm.
That is a Spartan helmet shape. Anyways, They were the greatest warriors. They grew up, basically, if you were a guy in their village, or their city-state, it was called, you were automatically a warrior. And your whole life as a man was committed to just being the best fighter. That's it. Like, fucking not a farmer. You're not fucking not going on the swing set. We're not shucking corn. We're killing wolves. We're
Do you watch Game of
learning war.
Thrones?
Oh, of course.
Is
I've
it
seen
like
it all.
the Unsullied?
It's similar. It's, yes, exactly like it. Except they have nuts. The Unsullied are
Unsullied.
castrated, which is not chill. Which I've always kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways,
It's dehumanizing.
it's really not good. It's really tough. Surprised they don't turn out like that, chubby bald guy.
Yeah.
The Munich or whatever. Anyways, King Leonidas, that's who it'd be.
I guess I don't know many historical figures.
What? Molly, come on. Okay, let's
Like,
say
if you gave
George
me a
Washington.
list, yeah, but
George Washington.
no.
You don't know who George Washington
Well,
is?
of course I know who George Washington is. I would not be George Washington.
Okay. Any like famous pioneer women or some shit? Or not some shit, or some highly, respected pioneer women? I know there's many. Any of those?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Taylor Swift?
No. No. Because I want to say like Anne Boleyn, but I think that's just because
Who's
she's
Anne
the
Boleyn?
only one I know. She's the one who King Henry decapitated her. I think she's just the only one I know I can think of right off the bat.
Oh, so we're talking. That's crazy.
Because she wanted...
She wanted what? What'd she want?
I don't really know. I'm watching this
what?
reenactment
What happened
of
in the
like
reenactment?
Anne Boleyn. And like from what I've seen so far, she's badass because it's going against the grain. She wants to spread Christianity, like she wants to translate
She's a Christian
it from
warrior.
Latin to English, and that's not okay at the time.
Ooh,
And
that's
so,
interesting.
Yeah,
Good show.
it is a pretty good show.
Sounds pretty sick.
It is a pretty good show.
Latin's good. I like Latin. I took Latin for 3 years. Do I
Ew.
speak Latin now? Not ooh. It's a language of medicine.
No, I'm saying like I bet that class was hard.
It wasn't too bad, honestly.
My dad had to take Latin.
Yeah, it was chill. A lot of the stuff's
Where did you take Latin?
at Culver
Oh.
in Indiana. That's where I was for high school. That hoodie. Culver.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
That's why I wasn't in Mansfield. After 8th grade at Wester, I went to Culver Military Academy in Indiana. Uniform, marching, guns,
Did they
corn.
wake you up with a horn?
horn, cannon shot, actually. Not a horn.
At what time?
6:30.
Ooh. That's actually not as early as I would think.
Yeah.
I would think
Sometimes
like
earlier.
4:45, 4:30 a.m.
You usually got up around 6.
And you had to make your bed
Every day.
and
Every
tuck
day.
in your shirt.
Everywhere. All the time. Around the clock. If you're outside, you have your hat on. If you're inside, you have your hat off. Yeah. Squared our corners when we marched. Salutes. The whole 9 yards. A lot of military shit. Honestly. I loved it.
That's cool.
It was amazing. So I didn't get to experience Mansfield Tiger life.
I would never make it through that. I would never, ever make it through that. But
They didn't have the
hats
girls
off to
there.
you.
We had girls. They were not military. So it was
What were
pretty
they?
nice. They were just boarding school. Yeah. girls
Was
going
it-
to a good boarding school.
Were they just as strict with them though?
Nah. I mean, they don't. The fact you don't have to do military like activity style things, which is there's a whole set of things that go along with it, like we were just listing off. It's pretty good. Life is good.
And they don't have to do those things?
No. I mean, they couldn't be like fucking. Woo. But
But
they,
there was like
yeah.
no.
They had uniforms, but they didn't have. You know, they weren't marching. They weren't doing
Making their beds.
Yeah, learning rifle routines, shooting cannons. No.
Damn.
Yeah. What do we got? Next card on the icebreaker game.
As a child, what rules were made to be broken?
You know, none come to mind. Honestly, I would get in trouble and then a rule would be made about it, which is kind of what would happen. Oh, I snuck out. No more sneaking out.
I mean, my mom always made up bullshit rules. Like, she would always fearmonger me. Like, she
Right.
would always fearmonger me, like, no parties while we're gone because if the police come, then we'll get the house taken away. Your father will lose his job. Like, all of this BS. And I'm like, and looking in hindsight, I'm like, that's such bullshit.
Hey, honestly, can't blame her.
But it was just shit like that. Like, they would always fearmonger me into doing the right thing.
I mean, that is a lot. That's intense. The house is gone and losing the job. That's a lot.
Yeah. He'll lose his car. The bank will take everything away from us.
Hey, got a parent somehow.
What act of self-care should become non-negotiable in your life?
I would say spending 60 minutes outside. No doubt. 1,000%.
Yeah. In the summer,
Sleep is huge too, but that
every
is
single
more
day I
important.
lay out.
Just lay
in the sun.
Flopping outside.
Like,
Just
they say,
starfish.
like, you shouldn't put on, like, if you go outside in the summer for like 45 minutes, don't put on sunscreen
In
unless
Texas?
you're going to be out there for like more than an hour. You don't need to, like, don't put on sunscreen because we're all like lacking vitamin D.
We are.
We're all suffering a vitamin D deficiency.
Got to get more D in your life, ladies and gents. Gotta get it. Get it in the summertime while it's hot.
I'm going to say a self-care routine you shouldn't sacrifice is moisturizing.
Cucumber moisturization?
No, just moisturizing.
For real though, or was I heard some hickory dickory dock.
What's the skeleton in your closet?
He's gonna stay right up in there. No skeletons. We've let him out. We are skeletonless.
Which groups do you have negative bias towards?
Well, where do I begin? I'll say one that's okay. Philadelphia Eagles. And their program as a Dallas Cowboys diehard fan who's experienced Philadelphia firsthand. Love the city. Great place. Football team. Ass. They hate the Cowboys.
Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, yeah. They're our biggest
Wait,
rival.
I think I knew that, actually.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I hope.
I'm having like
Just-
deja vu of somebody telling me about like, oh, it was a girl I
Probably
worked with
or may have been me.
at my first job. No, it was a girl I worked with. She was like, because she had to go to Philadelphia for work. And she was like, oh, and by the way, they hate the Dallas Cowboys. I
They
had
do.
no idea.
It's a mutual thing.
Why?
We're
Like,
just a lot
where did
better
that
than them.
originate from?
Well, let's see. The first thing they started doing was they had a surprise Santa Claus one year at a game. As a event kind of rejuvenator. It was like near the Christmas season. Not only did they pelt the Santa that was there for like paid entertainment, not only did they pelt him with snowballs, massive ones, they started throwing batteries at him and they fucked him up and he fucking was,
I don't know much about battery
got
acid
hurt.
and water.
No, it's just the fact that a battery is like a battery,
Yeah.
And this was like in 1980s or 70s.
And that's where it originated from?
No, that's not where it originated from. Why we actually are rivals is because we are in what's called the NFC East, and there's North, East, Southwest for each NFC, AFC.
Dallas and Philadelphia?
Yeah, so in our division is what it's called, the NFC East. It's Dallas, Philadelphia, Washington, and the New York Giants.
It's not...
They don't make sense, like the areas.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
They don't. They don't in the NFL. They're not meant to be. But that's how it's been.
And so we just hate each other?
Yeah, because of that.
Are they good? Because we're bad.
They're good. No, we're... What?
I don't know anything. Last time
Molly.
I heard about the Cowboys, I
Well,
thought we were
come
bad.
on. Wow. Well, we won't hold it against her, ladies and gents. Molly, I love the Cowboys. Come on.
But are we good?
We are fucking amazing. We are 12-4 right now.
We win.
If we win this weekend and the Eagles lose, we win the NFC, which is huge.
I don't know. I just always thought we sucked.
We'll be the number one team in the league if we win this weekend.
I always thought we sucked.
Well, come on, Molly. Let's turn it around. We love the Cowboys. Go boys.
Go boys.
There we go.
What else?
If you see
In what ways are you bad with money?
I think I can speak for a lot of folk here when I say the ease of just clickety click and a little Amazon order here and a little Amazon order there. It's too easy. And I can find myself, running up a rabbit hole. When sometimes at Amazon Fresh, I'll get $50 of bacon.
Oh my gosh.
It's good. It's a good price. And if you're going to do one of those fresh orders, you got to make it at least $50 or it's not worth it. Too much for the shipping and bullshit.
I'm bad with money.
Where are you bad with money?
I get
Miss Molly
hyper. I get hyper and I just get
hyper?
this random fuck it mentality when I want
This is-
something. If I have a little bit of money in my account, I'm like, may as well, randomly we'll just get in these moods where I'm like, may as well spend it.
Hey, you know what? It happens, but we can't do that.
Like with this.
That's pretty fresh. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I actually am pretty jealous of that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You can...
I could have gotten something similar for a lot cheaper.
That could have got shot with a fucking AK and it not even a dent.
And guess what?
Bulletproof?
No.
Waterproof?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about those things.
What
I
is
can't. Fits in a cup holder.
That's the biggest. Yeah, and it's a big old...
That's the biggest thing about it.
It's like a big gulp from 7-Eleven. Shout out 7-Eleven.
How easy is it for you to lose your temper and why?
It is very difficult for me to lose my temper. Everyone who really knows me well knows that's how I am. I'm very... I always have the mindset of like, what's the purpose of being upset right now?
But why do you lose your temper if you do?
Well, this is kind of how I feel. Well, okay. Because, yes, it doesn't always work.
Like, when's the last time you lost your temper and why did you?
I'm trying to think.
I have pet peeves.
I mean, me and my brother have, tussled here and there, but...
You're just an easygoing guy.
I am an easygoing guy, but there are... Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I'm trying to think. The thing that I run into, I'll be honest, I am not around too much anger, because people usually don't get angry in front of me because they're kind of like, fuck, Pete's a big guy. I don't want to just start acting pissed. I might just like pin me down and just like, I'll not allow it. Probably. That, am I actually gonna do that? Depends on who it is. But have I done it to some of my bros? Yes. But fucking, I'm just not in a bunch of those scenarios.
You don't feel anger?
I do feel, when I feel anger, I deal with it, like, eternally. I try and always think about it in a matter of fact of opportunity cost. Like, what is the potential outcomes? If I'm gonna be angry, what I know that is bad that can come from that. I always know that.
I wish I could do that.
It's not easy, and it's not. I'm not saying it happens every time, because there's times where it's just, I'm human, but
I wish I could do that. That's really cool that you can do that.
I try to. I'm fucking, just a guy trying.
I'm so impulsive.
Impulsive.
Like, my emotions are so impulsive and instantaneous, and I act on them, like, without thinking.
Very minimalistic.
But I'm like, I'm good at picking my battles, but if I, like, think in the moment that it's
Who
a battle.
are you battling?
Like, things that frustrate me. Like,
okay.
Like, I have a lot of pet peeves.
Right.
Like, and if...
What's a pet peeve, Miss Molly Collins? What's one of your biggest? Are we scanning the room to look for any pet peeves?
No, I'm just, like, putting your
brain in the air
somewhere else.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, like...
We are scooting and booting along in the episode. More good vibes in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right.
I love that.
First words ever said on film.
Really?
What else?
If you, Miss Molly Collins, could have an endless supply of anything, what would it be?
Pasta salad from Tom Thumb.
Pasta salad. Why pasta salad from Tom Thumb? Sounds delicious.
You ask that like somebody who's never tried pasta salad from Tom Thumb.
I never have.
Then you have no idea.
Well, can I get some insight? Can I get something?
Let me tell you something about pasta salad from Tom Thumb.
From Tom Thumb. No, not nowhere else. Not Walmart.
It's a cathartic experience.
Cathartic.
Utterly
What does
cathartic
mean?
It is spiritual. It is, you look
sacred.
Internally. It is like, it's just.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Special.
But it's just a great experience.
I like it.
And it's...
I love Tom Thumb. I think it's one of the best grocery stores in Texas, if not the best.
But do you like pasta salad?
I do. There's not much food I don't like. Not a big dessert guy.
It's my favorite food.
They don't go under. Good chicken spot. A lot of good chicken spots here in Texas. Okay, Molly, here we have last question, best question. Would you rather be able to speak all languages of the world or be able to speak to all animals of the world?
Animals.
1000%. Final answer.
No, languages, because I already speak to
We're
animals.
switching?
I already speak to animals.
Okay. Who would you go speak to first? What country?
Italy.
That'd be good. That'd be nice.
When COVID first started, I paid for this subscription monthly to learn Italian, and then I did it for like a month, and then I stopped.
Fuck.
So I'm 5% fluent.
Hey, that's 5% more than me.
Yep.
5% more than a lot of people out there. You're headed in the right direction.
But I think I should learn Spanish.
Sí. Love the Espanol.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor. Well, with that being said, I think we've had a blast and a half of a night. Molly, you are one of a kind.
My Instagram.
What's your Instagram, Molly?
It's at Hot Tamale.
Hot Tamale. Any flames in the bio?
It's got 3 T's and 2 Y's.
Okay. Love it.
I think my bio.
Any flames? Due to the hot?
Should I pull it up?
You've got a good bio from what I remember. Bio game has to be strong nowadays.
Bio is follow for clear skin, 4.90 Uber rating, hashtag save the children.
We'll see your beautiful face. We'll see your beautiful face.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.